I do not energy harvest off innocent people's energy, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. I do not steal anyone's destiny or identity, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. I do not worship the devil. And I say that respectfully, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. Regardless of my sexual orientation, at the end of the day, I know how to respect my neighbor with no misintentions, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. My content is not for everybody. Loving yourself is not a crime. They said I was having an identity crisis. I didn't know myself. I didn't know how to love myself, let alone show up for myself. Only to realize it was betrayal. It was disrespect. They put me in a situation where my back was against the wall. All because of the fact that I spoke up for myself in the most healthiest way, not to dim my light. I wasn't carrying on pain. At the end of the day, I knew how to treat myself right. I didn't have to dim their light at the end of the day, or let alone take their kindness or weakness. I knew how to show up for myself. They portrayed me to be somebody I truly wasn't. All because of the fact that I was willing to be my own self, being your own identity, genuine and true at the end of the day. Something that they couldn't get in tune with was moving their mass and being themselves in the most healthiest way. They tried to dim my light. It wasn't an even exchange. Because God was showing me the right way when it came to my faith at the end of the day. Something that they didn't want me to see. Regardless of my sexual orientation, at the end of the day, I love me. It was a thought process for me. They said God ain't gonna love you at the end of the day, but only for them to realize at the end of the day, God was forever choosing me. Allowing me to see not to give up or get discouraged at the end of the day. And they wasn't supposed to be part of my journey. And that was okay. They said I had an identity crisis. All because of the fact that I spoke up that day. And I didn't have to dim somebody's light with pain. Let alone I didn't have to go back and forth with someone for them to get me out of the character. At the end of the day, when they try to antagonize my character, they try to put a straight body jacket on me, only to realize they fell short when it came to common sense that they truly lack with self-awareness. Only to realize they put lies on me at the end of the day, right to left. Only to realize I was continue to understand and receive it because God was truly blessing me. They said that God would never love me, and only for them to realize they fell short when it came to common sense. At the end of the day, they truly lack real. Screaming that they so real. At the end of the day, they was truly mentally dysfunctional. And they didn't understand the definition of real at the end of the day, because if they knew what real was, they would understand their own priorities, get themselves together, and realize at the end of the day that everybody's not the same. And everybody's walk of life is different. It's the thought process to me when they try to dim your light because you choose you. They try to dim your light, they discourage you because you have confidence within yourself to be your own identity that God allowed you to see. Don't give up on you. Loving yourself is not a crime. That's what they got mad at that day. Why do you love yourself? How can you find peace within all the trials and tribulations I put you through when it came to pain? How do you continue to show up for yourself, to better yourself, to recognize you are worthy? When they didn't understand the even exchange, to mentally go within to love themselves correctly. So they try to dim my light at the end of the day. They tried to send me to that doctor that day to make me mentally unstable. The diagnosis didn't work at the end of the day because all they was projected was lies and pain at the end of the day when it came to the animosity, when it came to hate. And God was showing them at the end of the day that I got your back. God was showing them at the end of the day that I got your back. Yeah, me. I'm going to protect you from the enemy, regardless of who it is. If it's your moms, your pops, that person that didn't love you, the unhealthy relationship, what of you? It became your reality. It wasn't about likes and views at the end of the day. You overcame those milestones when it came to pain. They would never understand your vision when it came to your walk of life. When you still recognize your faith today, when it was supposed to dim your light, and how God works in mysterious ways. The diagnosis didn't work because it was God's rejection for it was God's rejection with God's protection for every direction when they least expected. Because God didn't diagnose you with that day. It was a mindset of manipulation, narcissist behavior, because someone couldn't take accountability for their actions at the end of the day. So they try to quiet you up, only to realize that things will never be the same. Lack of love, lack of respect at the end of the day, something that they never showed up for. And they said that they was, but they was wearing the mask of gaslight innocent people to play victims, saying they got your back. And only to realize the only person that had your back this whole entire time was the good God when you don't worship the devil. They said that you was an evil child. You was a devilish child. It went into your adulthood how you a devilish person, how you a devilish child. And only realized you was nothing but a child of God at the end of the day who understood self-respect and respect your neighbor. You ain't have to switch up on nobody to hurt nobody with pain. It's a thought process to me. We are all not the same. It's sad and disturbing how your own folks will try to dim your light, All because you understood the even exchange to love yourself, to show up for yourself, to better yourself, not to dim your light, or let alone get discouraged in an unhealthy way, or let alone become your own worst enemy when it comes to pain. They didn't like the fact that you had confidence within you. You spoke up when you needed to. You wasn't trying to be disrespectful, or let alone hurt somebody. You understood the even exchange that God allows you to see. That the obstacles that was placed in front of you, you got this battle at the end of the day. It's not yours, but I'm going to guide you the way. Only for you to realize how God shows you at the end of the day, what of you? It was your reality. Understand true self-awareness, self-reflecting to go within, to understand being mentally stable. When they wanted you to be mentally unstable, being your own worst enemy, it didn't work that day. Loving yourself, showing up for yourself, believing in yourself, not to get discouraged at the end of the day. When you recognize your priorities, it wasn't going to be an overnight process, but God was truly showing you the way. You know how I felt to be abandoned. You know how I felt to be homeless. You know how I felt to lose everything once upon a time in your life when it came to your journey. And they didn't understand how the spell work didn't work that day, but they was projecting on you. How do you continue to get up when I throw rocks and stones at you at the end of the day? And only for you to realize at the end of the day, God never gave up on you. They would never understand your vision at the end of the day. Trauma and pain that was indulged from a child point of view that was supposed to make you mentally sick. And it went into your adulthood. You wasn't supposed to see your best You wasn't supposed to see your best self-reflection of yourself. But God truly allowed you to see your anointings. And something that they couldn't get in tune with was knowing their worth, to stay in their lane and mean what they say. To be real at the end of the day, to love themselves right. When you knew how to show up for yourself in the most healthiest way. Not to dim somebody's light when it came to pain. My content is not for everybody, and I say that respectfully. Loving yourself is not a crime. Never get discouraged because your folks at the end of the day didn't know how to love you. Yeah, they hide their hands. They hide their hands at the end of the day when it came to manipulation, narcissistic behavior. Talking about they loved you, they had your back at the end of the day. Regardless of who was around you, the lack of love was truly real, and you ain't got to lie on nobody's name at the end of the day. It really be the thought process to me, how your folks could do spell work at you in a toxic way to make you mentally dysfunctional, saying that you crazy, you got anxiety problems, all these theories that they have about you at the end of the day, only to realize they was projecting it on you, all because of the fact that God created you a different special way, and they truly saw your anointings and they try to shut you up that day. Loving yourself is not a crime. Don't get discouraged because your folks try to dim your light, and God was showing you the right direction when it comes to your faith. Everybody's not meant to be part of your journey, and I say that respectfully. Everybody's not meant to be part of your journey. They're not. Regardless to who gave up on you, who overlooked you, who judged a book by its cover, who took your kindness or weakness, who humiliated you, who threw spell work at you in a toxic way. You matter and you're worthy. Don't get discouraged today. And it's sad and disturbing how it be your own folks at the end of the day that was supposed to have your back to protect you. But they showed you what ugly looks like up close in person. Up close in person. And it wasn't supposed to be part of your vision. And that's okay. It's a thought process to me. Always be your authentic self. And I say that respectfully. And yes, I do have a speech impediment problem. And I keep going. And I'm not going to stop. Naya, genuine love, respect. Have a good day.